Greetings, I'm Dr. Max Gomez at the Fifth International Vatican Conference, and I am joined today by Spencer Eccles, who's going to give us some insights on philanthropy and how that can help with healthcare and a number of other things, right, Spencer?
You bet.
All right. But first, let's start out with all of the conferences that so many of us go to tend to be relatively one-dimensional. They're kind of in silos and focused on one specific topic. This Vatican conference is really much broader than that. What do you think is the value of that?
Well, anytime you can bring a multidisciplinary group together, and in particular, when you think about medicine receives funding and effort from so many different walks of life. You have the government, you have nonprofit organizations or foundations, and then of course the private sector. And to look at medicine or faith or philanthropy through one lens just wouldn't serve us well. And so to be able to pull those disparate groups together and drive conversation, to drive collaboration and coordination, and to drive synergy, something great will come out of that. And we've learned that over the years in so many different formats of the importance of counseling together, to working together.
So you mentioned widening access in a sense. How can philanthropy be used to widen access to, particularly to capital and to improve opportunity for everyone?
Well, so often philanthropy has been viewed as to fund a need that doesn't necessarily create sustainability, and to use philanthropy to think about it in the way of investing in longer-term sustainable projects, things that could be in the private sector as well. There are ways to do that with philanthropic dollars, either through grants, through universities, or in coordination with government and with private sector. And so that then creates jobs. And for the George Eccles and Dolores Dore Eccles Foundation, some of the other foundations that our family's involved with, our focus has been since inception, community and building the community. And that happens in so many different ways, whether it's just absolute need from maybe the homeless sector and helping them, or whether it's driving health and welfare at the investment in the universities and the efforts they're putting there. So we look at it in a broad vein, and there are newer ways to partner together with private and with government and with other nonprofit groups.
So Spencer, a growing or an important trend these days is what's been dubbed impact investing.
Mm-hmm.
What's behind this, and how can that movement, impact investing, be incorporated into philanthropy, particularly private philanthropy?
Well, oftentimes, we think about social impact investing in the sense that sometimes we approach it the way we do a nonprofit that is not necessarily going to be sustainable, that requires funding every year. Sometimes we approach social impact investing that same way, whereas maybe a more innovative or a correct way of investing into a social impact opportunity would be something that is sustainable, going in and providing expertise to a company that is filling a need and helping that company become sustainable. Because if you don't do that, it's not really social impact. It's just funding and an ongoing funding, and that does not drive what we would call social impact to the degree that it needs to be. And that's the way we view it. There are times when you do need to just be a catalyst for starting something and then walk away. But to do something that will be long lasting is important. And you can do that, and whether it's in technology or whether it's over in some disparate country or community that is in desperate need of housing or something like that. There are a lot of different ways to do it, and it can be done with equity, and it can be done with debt in a way that that can both also return capital to for-profit investors as well as have the impact that you're looking for as a nonprofit.
Excellent. Do good by doing good, right? Or do
Exactly.
good.
Exactly.
Spencer Eccles, thank you for your insights and your point of view there. And we appreciate your time today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Gomez. Have a great day.